Hey, everybody. So I managed to wrangle one of my favorite comics into this recording. Okay, so I see him almost every night that I'm at the Comedy Cellar. He is always there. He's been on HBO. He has been on the Food Network, which is something I might have to address. He's been on NBC. He has not one but two new comedy albums and specials coming out. One is called The Artist, because that's what he is. It's Rich Aronovitch.
Well
Hello, my
pronounced.
friend.
Ophira, well pronounced.
because of the Jewiness, people screwed up. I mean, I can
Yeah, well,
speak
it's
to
a lot
that.
of syllables, and it's long. It's very long.
Too
Around
many
too.
syllables.
Too many
That's what
syllables.
I that's what I get told all the time about my name. I mean, has anyone ever said this to you? I've had this all the time where they're like, "Can I just say your name like this?" Like they offer you an alt of your own name.
Can I just say I, Opahira, O, Opahira.
Oh yeah, they just go crazy. And then someone sent me, I guess there's some journalist right now that is making her rounds doing some commentating on, the political scene, and she spells her name Oferah. So it's almost my name phonetically, and someone sent me a screenshot of it and said, "Why don't you change your name to this spelling? It would be easier."
Yeah, that's great. That's a great suggestion. And then why don't you change your name to Asshole? Can we spell out curses? Are we allowed to curse? I don't even
You
know.
can you can do whatever you want.
I'll
Okay,
try
so
not to.
I know in the parenting world of Rich's life, you have two kids. Give me their ages once again.
10 months and three, close to four. They're turning, one's turning one on September 21st, the other's turning four October 27th.
Oh my goodness. So you had sex twice at the same time?
Correct.
Okay. What is that? What is that? A birthday? Is that Valentine's? What is that?
That's, I don't know, 9, 10 months earlier, whatever that is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So did you always want to have kids?
Oh, no. Oh,
Not at all?
no.
Zero?
Well, I did, and then I accepted that I was going to die alone with a cat, and I hate cats. Could I get a squeaker chair? This chair is driving me crazy. So squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. There's two chairs. One squeaks.
Yeah.
This one is the non-squeaky chair.
Give me the non-squeaky. Let's see what that's like.
Oh, much better.
Oh, yeah.
Much better. Oh, much better. So yeah. So but I got married quickly because my wife had immigration issues.
Oh, she's like me.
She's like you, yes, but she's from Holland. She's a Jew from Holland. So we
Amazing.
live together. Well, she lives in the attic. But with the journal, why is she always journaling? Shh. Anyways, that's inappropriate for the first 3.5 minutes of a podcast. It's
No, it
very
isn't.
inappropriate.
Not
Good.
to this
Okay.
host.
Okay, good. Yes. So, well, you Jews always like to bring up the Holocaust as quick as possible.
Well, because when non-Jews bring it up, we're always like, hey, 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 quiet down. I'll do the talking.
Yeah. They're like, it never happened. Anyway, so so we got married very quickly. We didn't have the conversation, and part of me was like, this is a bad idea,
Uh-huh.
but because it's, I used to call kids career cockblockers.
Correct.
100%. But it changes the way I look at life, and I mean, it's the best thing I've ever done by 1,000,000,000%. I mean, I love those kids more than anything. So I didn't want the first kid, and then the second kid. I was like, really was like, look, we had a kid during the pandemic, but like, I work, and I'm not gonna, and da da da. And she's like, my dream is to have two kids, and that is my dream. And I was like, well, here's another argument I'm gonna lose. And thank God she really insisted because it's great. Like my older one is so ridiculously cute with him and kisses him and hugs him and says, I got your back, and like he's just the best. So it's like really awesome to see. But I also I can totally make a case for one kid. As I say this, I realize you have one kid, so I'm not saying you did it wrong, or I mean, it's just different.
I mean, I
It's
might
a
have.
lot easier, a lot easier.
I
One
might have
kid is
done
a
it
lot
all
easier.
wrong. I am fully exploring the fact that every step I've made has either been right or wrong. I'll never know.
Well, there is a big drop off. Like yesterday, oh, this is a fun story. This was such a great day.
Okay.
So I get off the bus because I'm successful, and it's pouring. I mean, like,
Yes.
one of those torrential New York downpours
Yes.
where, like, all of a sudden it's flooded everywhere. So I think, okay, don't block the door. I walk like in the middle of the bus, like where's a grate, and I'm like negotiating. If I go left, it's flooded. If I go right, this POS, which is piece of she comes at me with a stroller and knocks me out of the way. Doesn't say excuse me. Doesn't say like it's raining, so she has to get on the bus, so she doesn't give a f about, and she knocks me out of the way, and I do like what the fuck, lady, kind
Yeah.
of thing, and her husband is behind. All of a sudden, I get punched, and he goes, "That's my wife," and then I'm about to defend myself, and I realize he's got a kid in his hand. So as a parent, I can't punch a guy with a kid, but I want to punch a guy with the kid. So I'm just telling him what a terrible father he is, and he's booked on your podcast next week.
Called the Terrible Father Edition. We do a
It's
gotcha segment.
dude. So I'm just
Oh
saying, like,
God.
the drop off
Oh
between like
God.
all these decisions, and like, am I giving the right boundaries? Am I doing the right thing? Is the bedtime this? Am I being strict enough? Am I being too strict? Am I da, 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 da? All of those things are on this side of the spectrum of like you're doing the best good parenting. I've seen really the opposite.
Yeah.
That's one example. The no bedtime, the not uh, diapers in the 4 or 5 years old, the pacifier 4 or 5 years old,
Yep.
no bedtime, no nap time, no eat processed sugar, whatever you want. Uh,
Yep.
Here's your iDad. It's a device. Just put it in their face all the time. There's a big difference. So like what I'm negotiating with is, you know, we're all in the realm of like you're doing the best you can. You're doing good. It's not, some yeah, yes. The am I doing it? Is this going to be the lead story of therapy? All of that. My
The
kid
lead
knows.
story of therapy. I've got 3 lead stories. Which one you
Yeah,
want? Yeah.
yeah. So in my heart of hearts, I know I'm a very present father. I'm very proactive. I almost never say no to, like, okay, if I get home at 2, 3, I'll still be up by 6. Like, I'll do whatever I have to do. I'm doing a lot. And yes, my career has suffered tremendously from this,
Okay.
but
I
I
mean,
will say that it is the downside is like, yeah, but it's a much more, but I don't care as much. I just don't care as much.
right.
Um,
Because you have different priorities. You're looking at it
totally,
from a totally different point of view. Okay.
totally.
So going back, 3 questions. One is how hard I understand. So you have this first kid, you didn't think you were going to do it. This is a very common story. I feel totally relate to it. I was like, no, 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 no. I pick stand-up comedy. It's at night. We travel. It's all consuming. I can't also be nurturing to a kid. That's not even
Hmm.
how stand-ups come across.
Right.
We come across like no limits to our time, completely independent, hanging out at bars. Seriously.
Yeah.
But then I decided to do it. Sounds like you did too. But the second one, how hard was that negotiation? I mean, you framed it like she said, "This is what we're doing," and you were like, "Well, I guess that's what we're doing." But
No, it wasn't like that. It was um, a lot of I had a position and I
yeah,
was locked in because I'm like, this is really hard. It's not going to be double hard. It's going to be 10 times harder.
uh-huh.
However, what I'm going to start seeing is the payoff because it's like an investment. You know what I mean? It's like you do all that. I guess we'll
Oh
put it in
yeah,
like a comedy analogy, right? So I'm handing out flyers, I'm producing shows, I'm doing open mics, I'm doing all these habits so that when success starts to come, not only do I appreciate it, but I can handle like any situation because I did the bad clubs. I did a lot of I had a woman throw up at me during a show
what?
purposely. Yeah, oh yeah. This was Ha Comedy Club. Do you remember Ha Comedy
Oh
Club? This
yeah.
was a
So for the listeners, Hot Comedy Club, I'll give it my description and then you add on to it. Hot Comedy Club was located in the heart of Times Square, New York. And you'd think with a name like Ha, there would be many there. But it was basically a club that gave a lot of newcomers chances to do stuff and also was run like a halfway house.
yeah. So I have a very kind of really, okay. So the first guy that walked in was this guy named Exine.
Yes.
Um, Exine. I don't like to talk crap about him, but I'll just I'll give you a context of who he is. I am going to talk crap about him.
Okay.
We know he fabricates a lot. And Mike DeStefano, who was passed away a while ago, just a great
One of the
person in every
funniest.
way.
One of the
One of
funniest
the funniest.
people.
So this is back in the day when we had DVDs. Exine, very flamboyant gay guy, compulsive liar, says MTV is recruiting. They want to see some of the comics here. And Mike, he's coming in late, and Mike says, "Hey guys, I'm opening up a DVD." Takes out a Sharpie and writes his name on it. He comes in, he hands it to him. So it's a blank DVD. It doesn't even have the burn. It's blank. So he gives it to him. The next day, Excite comes in. He goes, "They loved you. You were amazing. Oh my God, they want to work with you." And we're all like,
Oh my
"This
God.
guy."
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So, anyways, he was the first comic in. They were a dueling piano bar, and he was like, "Let me try comedy." And he knew me from I don't know where, and he brought me in. Now, I started barking at the Boston Comedy Club with Louis Schaefer back in the day. That is where I
Yes.
started. Yeah, I had this guy like try to give me advice. I'm like, "Who are you?" It's Kevin Hart. I'm like, okay, that's how big my ego was at like 18. So, or 20, whatever it was.
You're like, I don't need
Um,
your advice.
yeah, I
What's
don't
your
need
name
advice.
again?
Well, yeah, who are you? I mean, I know you're like very charming and stuff, but like, please, I'm gonna be in the next Jumanji, and I'll be working with The Rock, so you can slow your roll, little man. Oops. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, it was a cool place. So I knew how to bark because Louis Schaefer was the master. This guy would walk down the street, a group of like I would say 15, not like looking kind of rough people, and I'd be like, he's going to go die at the end of the corner, and he would turn them around, and they would all come into the club. Like he was a master. He was like, and he had this really weird way. Louis Schaefer, master of the bark. Anyway, so I really developed those skills. I knew what I was doing. So
So you
then,
you could go just because people don't know what barking is, but like
I'm sorry, we're
literally
handing
it's
out flyers. Hey
yeah.
guys, Ophira Eisenberg from The Tonight Show will be here. You got to check her out. Also, we have Rich Aronovitch from Comedy Central MTV. He's going to be there. We don't know who drops in. Sometimes we got guest appearances, but blah, 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 blah. We
Yeah,
sell it.
you're
We're
literally
selling.
carrying people off the street into a
Right.
club, and they
So
do it.
at this time, there was nobody on the street doing this in Times Square. This was not happening. So I did a sketch and improv group. I was like, let me try producing a show. So I would bark people in. We would get an audience. Then one day they said, why don't you try stand up? So I, by myself, would
Oh my
bark
God.
in an audience. There was nobody. So then we developed a street team where like all these young comics who want to do it, like just hand out flyers. And then it was what's the September where all the Navy and all the
Fleet Week.
Fleet Week, that's it. Fleet Week. So we went from like 2, 3 shows a night where they just kept coming in. So the owner figured out, he goes, "Oh my God, we can do 7 shows a night during the week and 8 on the weekend." So we were doing shows starting at like, I don't know, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. And I would do kind of like, but that Times Square, that's all my fault. That started because of me.
That's
So for
you?
me, that's me, yes.
Oh my
So
God.
yes, I'm the problem.
You are
So
flyer zero? You were flyer
I
zero.
was ground zero, literally. So I started doing it. He developed a street team. Stand Up New York picked up on it. New York Comedy Club, they all started doing it. So, but there was no one there. So it was just me. So
Holy
that's,
shit, Rich.
yes, talk about work ethic.
Can
Like,
I tell you something? So, just
you hate me?
relating.
I hate
No,
me.
well, before street teams, but when I moved to New York, I started producing a show with another comic because I needed spots. And one way you do that as a performer is you make your own spot. So
Absolutely.
I was doing a show at the Village Lantern in the Village, and we would bark, me and the woman that I was doing the show with, we would stand in front of the Village Lantern, right in the heart of the village, barking in people. And you know who I barked in? The man who is now my husband. So, in a
OMG.
way, you're the reason I'm a mother.
Well, I don't think I didn't invent the idea of handing out flyers, but I did make that Times Square annoyance because what happened was the owner who died recently, the owner of
Yeah,
Hot died. Um, uh, Strange relationship because I was in bed with him, but he was not a reputable guy. He was a very low rent, kind of like big ego. I know more about comedy than anybody kind of guy. His ego was just too involved. He had just treated comics nice because we
I
had
know.
big people come through that machine. Like I remember he didn't want to pay Aziz Ansari because he talked about the war or something, and I was like, dude, you said you're gonna pay him, you got to pay him. We don't censor comics, but he was like one of those guys. So if he had just kept his ego, he was printing money,
Yeah.
low overhead, nice returns. He had a great machine working. That he had just treated people a little bit decent, not even great, just decent. He would have been fine. But his ego got involved. Then they went from like I think his nut was like 17,000 a month to like 75,000 a month. Like it was unbelievable. But I got my chops in that kind of the woman throws up at me. He hands me a mop. He doesn't like that. We're not
Oh
protected.
my
I would.
God.
I made a DVD. This is like when DVDs were selling.
Oh
I
yeah.
recorded like 2 weeks at there. It's called Heckled at Ha. It was literally just people heckling me, and I made it in 2 weeks. Like I
You
got
were the
heckled on the way to the stage. On the
you,
way to the stage,
before crowd clips were all of Instagram, you had a
I
DVD
was
of them.
yes, yeah,
Oh my God. You got what
yeah,
what I listen, I understand all this, but again, so entertaining. When you were being heckled from the stage, from you're not even on the stage, you're being heckled. What kind of
yeah.
heckling are we talking about?
Probably something to do with my hair. Probably, the woman was drunk. That they don't kick people out. They don't
They don't
like
kick people out.
prisoners ran the asylum. Um, and it was a great chaotic. And he would pin comics against each other. He would cockfight them. He would like if someone said something and he heard it, he would tell them so he could watch them fight because it amused him. You know, it was just a really. But I was able to try a joke on Monday and try it like 35 times by the weekend.
Yeah,
Like I was
right.
getting more stage time than anybody in the country. And then I went to Virginia Beach and opened a room there where I was doing 3 shows a night at like 30 to 45 minutes a clip.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I lived in Virginia Beach for months. And that
And
was a
how did
whole mess
why did you move there?
because I was running the club.
Oh, I mean, what
I was making because I
someone
wanted he paid me $500 a week.
Oh, wow.
I
Got
lived in a
it.
condo. I took care of I mean, it was terrible money, but I was like I need to develop longer sets. He's like, "Great. You open the show, you can do up to an hour. I don't care." And so I tell the comics, I go, look, this is not a traditional thing. This is how I'm getting paid in stage time. And people were mad. I'm like, let me explain it. Oh,
Oh my God.
yeah.
And then did that close and that's why you moved
Oh,
back
yeah,
to New
yeah.
York?
Lawsuit, the whole thing,
Okay.
lawsuit, court. Yeah, whole thing. The guy got, actually, this is interesting. The guy that he got in bed with, Anthony was, dad was in not that the mafia existed, but if it did, his dad was in it.
Okay.
Um, and because they screwed over one of their investors, who paid to have one of the owners killed. Mike, who was connected, they said, "Hey, Mike, you want to own a comedy club? We got one in Virginia Beach." He goes, "I know someone in Virginia Beach. What comedy club is it?" Hi. He goes, "Who are you gonna? Tell me the story." So he went to. They said, "Listen, they're gonna kill you. You need to make this right." So he literally saved the guy's life.
Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Like
that's the
whoa.
environment where you are cutting your teeth. I mean, that is
Uh huh.
hardcore.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
must make honestly being a parent to toddlers and a baby seem like, well, I don't have to deal with these people.
Well, it's different. It's because you also have built-in forgetters, right? There would never be a second kid if you remembered the first kid of how hard it was not sleeping those first 6 months and
Oh yeah,
all that stuff. Your brain, literally, your brain moves it out so that there's more kids. Um,
true.
I yeah
Evolution.
yeah. I mean, I remember that I'm grateful. Like sometimes I catch myself wanting to. Oh, I have the 1 a.m. show. Oh, or
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
I did 3 shows Saturday. I hosted 3 shows Saturday, and I was a little bit by the end. I was like, this is a lot, but They were great shows. There was
Yeah.
like, like when you do 2 shows or 3 shows, one of them is like your baby, the other one's like, oh, the stepchild. They were all great.
That's a nice feeling. I know, because you always compare it. You're just comparing every show.
Right. So,
And
but the challenge is like, what is very hard for me is I feel a pressure, like as soon as I've done to leave, which part of
I
the
know.
business is schmoozing, getting there late and like, be like I need to eat, like there's because I'm trying to spend as much time and be as, and
Yes.
and I
Oh,
feel
Rich.
I have a lot of conversations with my wife, like, remember when you married that stockbroker that became a comic? Oh no, oh no, that never happened. So like, you kind of knew what you were buying. You kind of signed up for this. I know it's hard, but like, you gotta,
Please
so
understand.
yes.
So, this I'm so glad you articulated something that I feel so deeply, because 90%, I would say, of your night, if depending on who you are, is the hang. It's the pre-show hang and the post-show hang. There's the show, but there's so much more than that. And I too feel like I hate that sometimes I'm like, okay, God, I'm done at 9:30. I should rush home. I should rush home, because that means like maybe I can fall asleep and then I'll be able to get up early. All of this stuff. And then I try. I mean, I feel like you do it better than I do, because sometimes I try to do little tricks where I go, well, Tuesday night I'm just gonna hang and I'll let it go as long, but Wednesday night I'll try to come back and
I mean, it depends. When my youngest did not sleep for the first 6 months, it was a nightmare. Like every hour and a half, this little, I was like, I was like ready to put him up for adoption. Then he started recognizing me and smiling, and I was like, oh, you got me.
okay, we'll keep you around.
All right, we'll keep you. No, I mean, I used to call him Osama bin Baby. I was like, oh, he's cute. Yeah, he's domestic terrorist. Don't trust him. But no, we didn't sleep, and my wife was, and I was like, I'm not doing maternity leave. I don't make enough money to do maternity leave.
Right.
We're not, I can't just not work. And also, the big problem is, especially in a club like the Cellar's the best club in, I think, probably the world. Next, it's a big next. There
Oh
is
yeah.
1,000 people who are qualified who are just waiting for me to, like, I got in
Not be
probably
there.
because someone died or because they expanded the room, or, I mean, I don't like, I host a lot. I didn't get in. I didn't go, nobody wants to host. Nobody goes, "Oh, I want." You host because you go, "Well, this is the way in, and then I'll get in, and then eventually I won't host. Eventually.
Yeah,
When is that,
I
right?"
host.
And then you're in a good place. You host and do spots. Occasionally, she gives me spots, but I have to go to other clubs to get spots, and I don't have the. At some point, I'll have to have the conversation of like, "Hey, listen, I getting burnt on this, but I'm also very grateful. I also am good at it." So that's a problem in itself because
Exactly. You're very good at it.
they're never going to move me out of that position. I have to move myself out of the position because I'm, if nothing else, I run the shows on time. I'm responsible, and I set up the shows on purpose. Like I know how to do certain jokes that will set up the room. I tried. I do a little bit of crowd work in the beginning to make them feel like it's a unique experience. Then I do material so that it's not like, because I know some crowd, I am judging. So but like if you just do crowd work and bring on the next comic, there's an adjustment. Not only are they like, wait, they have to go, oh, well, we should heckle, or hey, we're
Absolutely.
not buying into this. This sounds scripted, and it's like you're not setting up the show. Also, I don't know if you do this, but I will eat last call. So they start chatting. I will talk through that till it's quiet. I
Oh
do
yeah.
not bring up the comic to.
No, I do a lot of, that's when I get into like the stadium aspect. I'm like, come on, everybody. Like, I'll literally be like, let's do this, everybody. Come back on this in the room. We've got more. Like, I'll do a lot of that kind of stuff to get them. Yeah, because I've hosted for years in many different scenarios. And I think we all know what it's like to be, when just coming up to a stage where there has been a host and you go, oh my God, I have to spend the next 3 minutes hosting to get everyone back in a place where I can do my act.
I also do not do super dirty.
Yeah.
I
Lead them
followed,
down that path.
dude. I followed. I'm not definitely not going to say the name of this one, but this is like it's so graphically dirty for 15 minutes. and I don't have and I have to readjust the room. I have to reset the room as a comic. Or I had a guy, and and I could see the difference between self-centered and selfish versus
Yeah.
like I'm going to service the show, which is the job.
Right.
So the J.J. Abrams was in the audience, and he knew this. So he tried to bleed the applause, like to shoot me in the foot. Like I could see the move.
Oh no.
Yeah, but it didn't work because obviously,
Because
no,
you're you.
no, but also now the positive, it builds up your comedy muscles so big that when I'm doing a spot, please, I'm in you know what I mean? I'm in the gym getting my, ass handed to me every night. You put me in a nice environment. I'm like, yeah,
Oh yeah, I know. Everyone's paying
let's
attention
go.
and just thinking.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, the checks are dropped. Oh, I don't care.
I love you so much.
I had a
But
woman,
also,
I had a woman last night cry during the show.
I
I'm
gotta
not making
say,
this up. You know what
what?
happened?
You
Yeah,
would
last
someone
night.
cry?
So I get punched. I'm like off. I put my water on the stool at the underground. It flips over, top falls off. There's water pouring all over the stage. That's my first moment. I'm pouring water on electrical equipment. I'm like, hey, I recover, start doing the show. Hey, you look a little uncomfortable. You okay? I am. So I've had this. So this is why I did this. So she said, I am on the spectrum. I said, I have psoriasis. The reason I said that is because like in the bar, which is like not
Yep.
as great of a room. It's still a great room, but it's a level. I would say it's a different level for whatever the setup, the green. I don't know.
No, and so everyone knows about this
It
club.
skews younger. It skews younger. There's 5 different rooms.
Yeah, and the Village Underground seats like 400 or 500 people. It feels like you're at a full theater.
Yeah, I think it's a little less than that, but it's like I think it's 250 or
Okay. It feels
doesn't
like
matter.
500 anyways.
But it feels like 500. No, it's great and it's set up perfectly. And the original room on McDougal set up perfectly, low ceilings, like everyone's on top of
Yes.
each other, perfect. This one's a little different. So I'm performing and I think this is the curse of technology. Younger people grew up with cell phones. I didn't grow up I'm in that weird kind of age. So they grew up with a device. The
Yep.
minute they take away the phones there, they put them in a bag so people are safe to do their material. They don't have to worry about trying new jokes. They can say whatever they're artistically free. There's no one that's going to record, put on the internet, and try to ruin their life.
Exactly.
So these young people, I sound like I'm old, but I'm not old. I'm just older. They put the phones away and they're like, oh my gosh, we are making eye contact for the first time ever. And they want to talk to each other because they haven't talked ever. So they start talking to each other. So they're in the front row and I say, hey, you're talking while I'm talking. I don't mean to do the job that your parents didn't, but like it's rude. So like stop. And she goes, my dad's dead. So I go, well, I have psoriasis. I have dry skin. He has no skin. Just shut the F up. Goes over great. She laughs. They laugh. It's all good. Because when you try to do that move where you like pull out that card of like, oh, I have a day.
Yeah.
Well, you can go like I misgendered someone. It was a dude, short hair, lipstick. So I thought it was a lesbian. It wasn't a lesbian. It was a gay dude. After like 10 minutes of like doing these little like jokes and we're playing with, and he's laughing the whole time. At the end, he goes, by the way, I'm a guy. I'm like, well, I don't, and then I can't go, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh,
No.
because you're the captain of the ship. You're flying a plane. If you get on a plane, that's why the captains always go, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be flying 30,000 feet. I've got a super common voice. It sounds super common. If you get there, hi guys, this is my first time doing this. I don't know. Okay, well, we'll see how it goes. You're like, get me off this plane.
Right.
That's what the MC is. I'm the captain. I got this. So I can't give into I'm on the spectrum, which I very well know this world very well. So I said, I have psoriasis. Sir, let me move on to him. How are you, sir? I don't speak English. My brain.
Oh my goodness.
Why are you in the front row?
Why are you here?
A blind person doesn't go to ballet. Why are you in here? Why are you in the front row? She starts crying hysterically, bawling, crocodile tears. I'm not even talking to her. I'm talking to him. Crocodile tears. Now it's awkward. The whole show, it's like a big dookie in the bathtub. I go, okay, now I'm totally effed. So I go to Red, who's the piano guy. They have live music on the stage. I go, hey, Red, play anything. So literally, that's what comes out of my mouth. I go, play anything. I get down on eye level. I said, listen, I understand this. I talk him off like a I said, look, if you want to change seats, We can do that. If you guys need to leave, what do you need? I am joking. I'm not actually mad. Like this is going to be okay, but you gotta, and then slowly the tears started, and then and then I got out of it. I did comedy over her head, to the left, to the right, didn't look at them for the rest of the show.
Oh my. You are the true master. I mean, you
Dude, the show was
literally,
great. We had
oh
six
yeah.
comics, which normally have five. We had six
Yeah.
comics. We ended on time. I had someone crying in the first 2 minutes, and the guy behind me did great, and everybody had a great time. And and we had Andrew Schultz, who's got an autism bit, and I'm like, hey Andrew, not
Just so
censoring
you
you,
know. Yeah.
but just so you know, you may have someone weeping if you decide to try that bit. And he's like, I think I'll take it out tonight. And then another comic has a bit about he might have autism, like, just so you know. And
Right,
then,
right.
but the guy kept heckling that wanted to get involved. So I'm like, I don't know what's happening here, but it's so frustrating. But it's not fair because what they did, because that's what I got so frustrated with. It's like, I know this world, and the person I know, the person has seen me do comedy. They would never sit him in front because they know if they get engaged, he might not react well.
That's
So
right.
put him, the responsible thing to do
Put him in
is
the
put him
middle,
with
put
it
him in the back. Yeah. Anywhere else. It's a big
anywhere, but like,
space.
yeah, but like dead center.
Oh God. It's like that's the first person you talk to. Of course. It's like exactly the first person you talk to.
Actually, yeah, I think it was the third person, but like that they were, it was like this clutching the purse kind of energy. So I was just going to
Yeah.
make a joke about like, oh, you're not from here, whatever. I was going to segue into something else, but I was like, what, what? Oh, yeah.
So, just like putting this all in context too, I'm just thinking because you literally are running a marathon at a sprinter's pace. You're on stage dealing with all this external stimuli that you have to do. You have to massage, recreate into this beautiful setting where all these comics are going to succeed. You also succeed. You finish. It's whatever 2:30 a.m. Maybe you get. We shared some nachos the other night at 1 a.m. because you're
Oh,
just
I
also
love
like, I know it's so good. Like, let's just give me something that feels good right now because I also have to come down. And then you go home, you lay your head on a pillow. Do you fall right asleep, Rich?
Oh God, no. No,
No,
adrenaline is a nasty
you're
drug.
reeling.
So it depends. Like right now, okay, so my wife and our two kids are in Holland.
Oh,
So
that's right. I caught you in the
you caught me
Daddy's
in a
on
very
his
good,
own.
right. So we went, there was her best friend got married in June, and I said, you could go on your own and I can watch your kids. And then in August, when you have your family, I could go with you then, or I can go with you in June to the wedding. We could bring the kids. Now, I could book some shows, make it worth it, blah, blah, blah. As soon as on the plane, I felt when I got COVID. I got
Oh,
COVID I felt all of a sudden I was like, I got this weird, I'm like, I'm freezing. I felt the moment I got
oh
it.
my God.
Yeah, I was like stealing
Of
blankets.
course. And it was like
um,
$3, $3, $3.
no, no, this was KLM. They're nice.
Oh yeah, KLM's amazing. They're
Yeah,
like, we've three choices of blankets actually.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So anyways, so I had to cancel the shows, and my wife was upset because we didn't get as good times. I was better by the time we had the wedding, but it wasn't an ideal. So she thought, oh, okay, well, I'll have you come in August. And I'm like, babe, I went away for 12 days. I am worried that someone is going to replace me. I've already felt a very big dip. My spots went to like a third, then half, and she left me off the schedule. Now, it was an accident, but she said, oh, you got to do this email instead of that email. But do you know the panic
Oh
I
yes, I
had?
do, because I have been there.
Yeah, you're like, am I done? Is it happening?
Oh,
Because
oh
it does
God.
happen. All of a sudden, it's like, I like this person, but you're no longer the shiny new toy. Next, it's like Toy Story.
Yep.
So I said, look, I have a brick and mortar job. I am afraid. I'm not going. I'm flying there on Wednesday or Thursday. But anyways, but I'm going for 6 days, not 12 days. So I put in for
Oh, got it.
Thursday. So I split up. So I'm going Thursday, and then so I have one day that week. So she's like, just enough. But I also have to like, I can't have The problem is like I know my wife signed up for this, so like you don't have to go, but I don't want her to fly back with a 10 month and a three and like flying
It's a lot.
sucks.
Oh
Flying with
God.
one kid sucks. With two, ugh. And people
And the
do it.
stuff. The stuff.
Oh, there's so much stuff.
Oh my God.
So, oh, so
Yeah.
yeah, so I went to see my mom. So after we got back in June, my nephew was graduating and they had a big soiree, so we were all supposed to go. My wife's like, I'm too jet lagged. I'm like, you know what? Why don't you stay with the newborn? Because this is not really set up for a newborn. It's gonna suck. Stay here. I'll go with our 3.5-year-old,
Yeah.
3 3/4, whatever. Check this out. This parenting instinct, because I know this is a parenting instinct. I have these superpowers I don't even know I have. So I said, I'm going to bring a backpack and a stroller. She says, you got to, how are you going to fit everything in there? So of course I listened to her because I don't want to have the fight. Yes,
Right.
dear.
You're like, oh yeah, maybe you have a
So now
point.
I have no free hands. So now we're getting off the train coming back from DC. Um, I say, hey, Eli, jump over, make sure you jump because there's a gap. There's a big gap. I bring the stroller down. All of a sudden, he leaps, he jumps in the gap.
No. This is
Yeah,
my worst fear.
yeah. My hand grabs him. I'm not even looking. My hand just grabbed him and lifts him up. My left hand grabs him and like puts him on my shoulders. I don't even think the conductor comes out like wide-eyed and like panicked. Like, you okay? Like he realized this is I can't even talk about the potential consequences. I can't fit down there.
Oh
No human
gosh.
can. So and also there's
I
trains
know.
coming and
Nope.
going.
Yep. I know exactly. You something something your instinct was like an animal.
Some people call it God. I don't know what you call it, but like it is working. I was walking with him in the park. All of a sudden, my foot goes up, like just goes up in front of his face. I don't know why. And a ball at 1 billion miles an hour hits my ankle. So I don't realize a ball's coming. My leg just goes up. Like after I'm like, oh, I must have processed that somehow. Or like I have hot coffee. Eli's like just figuring out how to walk. He gets up on something. He's falling backwards with his head. I grab his head, cradle it, put him up, right? Don't spill the coffee. Like,
Oh my God, that's amazing.
super dead. Yeah, that kind of
Still,
stuff. You're like,
because you're also like, I do need this coffee. You do understand
yeah.
for me to keep going. I'm
Yeah.
gonna need this coffee.
But there's some stupid, crazy instincts.
Wow.
Yeah.
And are you good on a little bit of sleep? Are you good, or have you just adjusted? Like some people are good.
Well,
Some people are like 4 or 5. I'm great.
no, what I do is the routine now is I can't really nap immediately. So once I'm up, I have to be up for a few hours. My body won't just go back to sleep
Yeah.
usually. So what I try to do is I'll try to like no matter what I sleep, I'll do the morning. So I'll take, try to let my wife sleep in. Then my 10-month-old will need to take a nap. So
Yep.
I'm really good at napping him. So I bounce him on my
Oh,
ball
those
thing.
naps.
Oh, and so I put him, so I kind of put my arm around him and have his head here. So I'm like cradling him, and then we'll both nap together, which is delicious. But he's in every one of my dreams. Every one of my dreams. If I dream, he's in the dream, and it's usually like, "Where's my kid? Where's my kid? Where's my kid?" Oh my God! Like it's that.
You're not both flying or anything fun, right? It's all
No.
anxiety.
It's always like some sort of like I'm a bad parent dream. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
restful sleep, a really restorative nap.
Yeah, so the nap is just to get human. I am not. I mean, but like I said before, they're going to eventually be a play date on their own. They'll start playing together.
I know.
So that's like the good news because like once he starts walking and playing, they're going to be able to play on their own, and it's not like because the weekends, like when there's no daycare or like no
Oh
whatever,
my goodness.
you got to be like because like that's the reason we have. He's going to a new school. The daycare ended in August, so that's why they went for as long as they're going because we're like we have like nothing to do for a month in this heat. So let's
Yes.
go with the parent. There's a trampoline. There's like you go to this place, that place. We have a lot of help, a lot of hands. We have a village. Great. Makes sense.
And when,
So I've been by myself for 2 weeks. I missed them horribly. Like I got really depressed the other night.
oh,
I just was like, why am I so sad? Like really soul sadness. Like, and I was like, oh, I miss my kids. So I went to the gym and reset. But Yeah, I really, but but now I'm like, I'm doing the old school, like, I think I'm gonna watch Industry and watch this documentary, go to bed at 3 in the morning like I used to, wake up, you know, 9, 10 o'clock or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, it's going to be a
But
little bit of an adjustment.
yeah, my wife, I think, functions better on lack of sleep than I do. But I also I get coffee. I also like, I walk about 20,000 steps a day with them.
I with them?
Yeah, yeah, I take like so to get him out of the house because he'll wake up because my 3-year-old will sleep till like 8 sometimes or 7:30. So he's up at 6. So for
Yep.
that hour and a half, I'm just walking him around the neighborhood. I'm getting my coffee. I'm hanging out. They all know him. They all wave at him. Hi, and he's smiley baby. So everyone is attracted to him. He's a very
So,
outgoing baby.
so just to be very, because I'm always like this, you're getting home at 2:30, and then you're
But not
getting up.
always. Like sometimes like 12. Like it, there's negatives both ways. If I
Yeah.
get too early of the shows, I'm not putting them to bed, and that's a struggle. And
Yes.
if I get home too late, well then the morning sucks.
Right.
So there's no like it's a difficult
I
job.
hear you, man. I hear you.
So
And then you,
there's like yeah. So either way, it's gonna be it's difficult.
when the first one wasn't sleeping at all, did you guys do sleep training, or what did you
Yeah, we
do?
did. But the first one was the pandemic. It didn't matter.
Oh yeah, right. You're just like at home doing whatever you want.
Yeah,
I mean,
we were in Northern Virginia, just being like, all right, whatever. He naps, we nap, fine. And then I think it's set, yeah, it's 6, 7 months we sleep train, and this one, same kind of thing, sleep trained eventually, which is the problem with sleep training is you're the problem. They cry because
yes.
they know they get you. They're smart, and you're like, hey, you can't have my baby crying, and then like some people are
It
like,
is a
yeah, whatever,
psychological
warfare. So I have to set a
puzzle.
timer because I'm like, don't go in before this month. Don't go in because I want to be like, oh, it's okay, Daddy.
Yeah.
Don't have abandonment. This is the I'm a good parent debate, right? The Am I being too
Yes. Oh,
loving? Am I treating? Yeah, in the
I know
morning.
the
Oh
old
my
like
gosh.
they can handle it. They can handle it, and then they can't handle it. We're just constantly
Then
nobody,
3 days
nobody
later,
knows.
you're all the 12 hours through sleep, and you're like, we're back.
I know it's the best thing that ever happened. So, okay, something I actually want to talk to you about because it has become part of, we talked, a lot about stand up, but you also have this massive following on the TikTok from something that I think started during the pandemic, but you can tell me
100%.
where
Yeah.
you dance. You have a kind of outlandish 70s influence costume, and you have great dance moves, and you go at it with the commitment, 100% commitment, and you dance in public settings spontaneously, record it, and throw it up on social. And it has
So,
become huge.
yeah. So, okay. So here's what happened. I used to do cruises a lot. I don't really do cruises anymore. Um, Part of the sacrifice of having the kids is like I go away even 4 days,
Yeah.
very hard. So I was going away doing cruises. It's good money. You're trapped with your audience. There's good side, there's bad side. Whatever, but it's stable money, and you can make a middle class to like really good living doing if you do a lot of cruises. So I was doing a lot of cruises. So like someone in my cruise agent who I actually went to college with, who's a singer, challenged me to the TikTok challenge. I didn't have TikTok in 2020.
Oh, funny.
I thought it was for kids. I was like, what is this crap? So I go, what is the TikTok challenge? He goes, you have to do we're putting this on the TikTok. So it means I have to join TikTok now, you jerk. I'm all mad at him. So I look at TikTok and all the algorithm is sending me is side boob, butt cheek dance challenge, 18-year-old girls, which I'm like, I know the mustache. I actually didn't have the mustache yet, but I'm like, sure, I'm a creep, but this is ridiculous. So I thought, so to make fun of it, I put on a bikini and danced in my living room by myself. And people loved it, like more, and then I put it on TikTok, and then like the second one like went viral, and then it kept. So then I was like, then it sort of, so I was like, I had nothing to do during the pandemic because I was doing a lot of Trump impressions, great guy, and then I was doing a lot of, like sketch because I had nothing to do. I
Yeah.
had no stand up to perform. So my artistic hole was just getting bigger and bigger. So I was trying to do stuff, but it's not the same thing. Anyways, I missed doing stand up, and Zoom was like methadone, doesn't quite get you high.
Yeah,
So I did
hard.
Zoom shows.
So
Oh,
hard.
I hated it. Yeah,
Yeah.
like the first couple of them were so tough for those couple of years. Anyways, um, so I just did it to make fun of TikTok, and then I went from mocking the problem to becoming the problem. And
This
so then
sounds to
I
me like your flyering story.
yeah, so I
Anyways.
yeah, exactly. Right. So I exponentially it kept growing till it's like I got a big following from it. And now I've been doing it. I've done a lot of dancing in public, but there's three things that happen. They ignore me, funny. They get mad, better. They join in. Everyone wants to join in. They don't really want to join in.
No.
Oh, I would be dancing. They don't really want that. That doesn't do as well. What
Yeah.
tracks best is pissed off or ignored. That does
Conflict.
the best.
That's the drama. That's what we want.
Right. And I am really trying to dance, which is the funny because I'm so focused on doing dance, and it's all improv, right? So it's not like I have a choreo, and it's and I was like, well, go where the love is, right? So it's got me on like Worst Cooks in America, got me on I was supposed to do this NBC show. They ended up canceling my episode, but they flew me there. I like learned all these and it got me in the radar of like I ended up working for I was like going to be the mascot for this tampon company, which that didn't exactly pan out.
Oh my
But
God, I love it.
yeah, then I ended up, and they gave me a lot of money to do it. Then I got money to do like then like a Kush.com, which is a pod company. They go in for the dancing and they go, oh wait a minute, he's got. So if you look at my Instagram, it's like every third or fourth is a dance because I know it feeds the beast. But I'm trying to be like, no. I'm the jack of all trades, master of none. I
Right.
have
You're like, I
what
can
he.
speak, and it's great.
Right, I'll do like a stand-up video every now and again. I'll do I really like doing like sketch comedy too. So I like try to do character stuff. It doesn't usually do as well. Oh, I did one where there's a fake interpreter, so I
Yeah.
pretended to be the interpreter. People think that's the real story. So they're cockfighting in the comments, which is great for the algorithm because the algorithm
Yep.
doesn't know what they're cockfighting. But it's like political. I'm on the right. I'm on the left. CNN suck. It's not CNN. It's actually Fox. I just put on like a filter. So I put like a split screen like we have now. I
Yeah.
pretended to be the interpreter, but it's so ridiculous. Like at one point I'm milking a cow. Like it's ridiculous. And people think I'm the real interpreter. I'm like, how dumb are you?
Because they don't know. Because they don't know at all.
How
It's
do
funny.
you not know?
It
I
is
mean,
funny watching people battle themselves in the comments. And it's not about you. Like, it's not even like this person sucks and someone else defending you. It is literally, it just takes its own life
Yeah.
and they just go.
Trump, Kamala, Biden, blah. I'm like, okay, go ahead. It's interesting. I would do the Trump impression. And then when he didn't get reelected, I let it go, but it's still going strong. Like, so I was like, maybe I bring it back. But the problem is I hate the fighting and the mean message. And I'm like, I'm just doing a character, dude. And like, I guess but my Biden isn't good. The Obama's not as good. The Trump is good. I think my Trump is good.
Very good.
The other night, the booker was like saying, oh, it's so easy to do that, blah, blah, blah. And some D-bag comic goes, hey, Rich, and like trying to throw me under the bus. And I was quite upset.
Wait, they were saying it's super easy to do that impression?
She said, yes. The booker was like, I think it's because I think she's likes him. I think that's my take on it.
Oh, so she's like, it's almost hack. It's such an easy impression to do. And
I
you're
think
like,
what's coming from behind it is I think she likes it.
Okay, got it.
And she also doesn't like preaching. She doesn't like, and I don't disagree with her. I'm like, your job is not to change someone's mind. Your job is you want to talk, but I see when I start to see people with too much of like I've seen one comic, like they kind of like it's sort of like brush up against it. Like Maddie Weiner does a great job. It's not political, but it's like she has a point of view.
She has a point of view.
But it's not it doesn't I don't think it triggers anybody. Whereas this other person is like it's pushing to it started like this and now it's to this, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I think we always have to be careful of the clap sets, as people say, which is just you're not going for a laugh. You get an applause. You could have a little bit of that, but when that's sort of your the point of what you're doing.
Right.
Do you now, I mean, dancing, obviously super fun. Kids love dancing. Do you?
I know and I'm burnt on it. I'm burnt
Okay.
on it.
Got it.
I'm doing it a little bit, like I'm reposting a lot because I can't get myself to leave the house. And I have a closet full of outfits. I'm not making this up. I have a crazy amount of outfits.
Do you do dress up with the kids? Come on, your 3-year-old must go nuts for that.
We did it, but I am gun shy exploiting someone who doesn't have a choice of
Oh
yes or
yeah,
no.
yeah. I just meet around the house. I am totally with you on that.
Oh yeah, I did one or two, and then I thought this doesn't feel right. Something in this is wrong because it's not like he said, "Daddy, I want to be in a video."
Right.
Like I'm like, here, I'm exploiting my child for likes, and I went, ooh, I don't like that. Like, yeah, let him make the decision when he's capable, but me
Yeah.
forcing it, like, like, look, it's back and forth because I think he's so great, he's so adorable. Like they're fun videos, people love them, but at the same time,
Of
like,
course.
there's crazy people out there,
I know
and I
everyone
don't
has
want
a
his
different
face.
feeling on this, and
And I'm not saying if you do that, I'm not saying it's wrong. Just for me, I just go, I don't know. Something in me is like, I have to listen to that voice. In
yeah,
the same way where I'm like, this dancing is not speaking to me. I want to do more of the stuff that interests me, which is like, I like to find like, there's two characters I found that I just loathe. Um, the one is Whoa Vicky. She's horrible. She's a
whoa,
bad.
Vicky.
She has 9 point something million followers. She is a white girl who speaks. She speaks like that. She has a fake cream. She politically very much. Very different point of views, but like it angers me when someone like hides behind Jesus and then
Oh yeah.
throws out like just completely unadulterated, uneducated nonsense, and people go with it. And because she uses Jesus as a political a spiritual weapon,
Oh,
it drives it. There's another one. He just got a tattoo of one of the candidates on his face. I'm not going to say which one. Great guy, and I don't know if it's a character, but I just put it out today. He's you can't understand what he's saying, and I make fun of him. TikTok used to be this great, and this is the problem with with extreme politics.
yeah.
The woke suck. They ruin art. So it used to be this fun place. Now everything is considered bullying. So if I put on a wig and make fun of her, I'm bullying. And like, she's verified and has 9.6 million
I know.
followers.
I mean, in stand up we
So
call
she's a
this
public,
punching up, you know?
right?
Like
I'm
you're
just
allowed to,
doing it.
you're
Yeah,
yeah. You're
I
doing
had
a
one.
satire.
Right. There's like a lot of those, and they've killed them all. So now they just want you to do lip syncing, and that's it. And if it's stand up, it's like they shadow ban a lot of it. It's a terrible app.
Do
And
you
so I go, listen, the only thing that'll travel here is dance. So I just put dance on TikTok. Every
yeah.
now and again, I'll put something else. But like, how did the thing go viral on Instagram and they squashed it because it's not dancing? The fake interpreter. I mean, it went viral. I
And they
mean,
squashed it.
and they squash it. And I'm like,
Wow.
and I had someone that worked there, and they explained to me. They go, "Yep, we shadow banned you here. We shadow banned you here. We shadow banned you here."
Wow.
I go, they go, look, I'm not telling you this, but they said, look, I can see behind lines.
That's what it is.
We completely, you have a violation here for making fun of Vicky. I'm like, I go, why is it bullying? You put on a wig.
Wow.
Well,
All right.
wow, yeah, okay.
So
So
you're
I
just
went, you
like,
know what?
okay.
I'm going to lose my account. I'm not fighting this fight. I hate this app. I don't think people, whatever, it does good. Like my friend Jessica Curson, it does good for her. I'm
Yep.
happy for her. She does crowd work clips on there. It works. It's gone viral. I'm very happy for her. She's getting the career she deserves. This is probably one of the big tools that helps her do that. Helps fill seats. Fine. But I stick to me, I like Instagram more because I'm doing more variety. And it's like, how can I have, close to 300,000 followers and get 1,000 views on a video?
I know. What is that?
Because the app sucks.
I
Because
know.
followers
I
mean
know.
nothing. It's
I
like
know.
whether they decide to turn on the faucet or not, it's all on their dime. They literally have these young kids who are like, oh, that's offensive somehow to some way, and then they kill it.
Yep. I know. I know. This is the world we live in. Are you when it comes to like thinking about the world you're bringing your kids into? Are you an optimist? Are you a pessimist? Or are you just
I
like
can't
I
think about it.
denial? Yep.
They're like, I can't think about it. I'm very aware. Like, if I see before I had kids, if I see someone with a stroller, I am the first one to make sure I hold the door. I literally have to go, excuse me, could you hold the door for me? I have to ask for it.
Oh yeah.
I have a, I don't have hands. I've got a kid, and they don't. I have people close the door in my kid's face where I have to move back the stroller.
Oh
I
my
um,
god.
I think bullying has become a sport, and it makes us sociopathic. Dude, the comments I get, even for the dancing, someone should stab this guy in the head. Blah, blah, blah. Like, stab me in the head for dancing,
Oh my god.
for
Just
expressing my First Amendment right. I thought we were all about First Amendment things. Anyways, yeah, like so it's turned the world, the AI and how people don't want to think for themselves. Oh, AI is great. I go, AI suck. I go, every time you use AI, I can tell. I can tell you're cheating off the paper. It's very obvious. Oh, look, there's all this artwork. I go, it all looks the same. Now they'll update it. They'll make it
yeah, I
better.
know.
But like, how is my son supposed to go to school and not go write me a paper on the socio-political economic situation in Prussia in 1897? Here's your paper. Then they
Well,
have to put it through. They have to scan it and put it through another AI to see if it's plagiarized.
that's true. No, and it's a whole thing too where people are working on this. And I mean, I even said to someone who works in the book industry, like, "Oh, are you worried about AI with books?" And they go, "No, book proposals." They go, "We spend half of our time trying to figure out what book proposal was just written by ChatGPT." Because people are literally like, "Write me a book proposal about 1950s feminism with a comedic take in the voice of Tina Fey."
Right.
And
Yeah.
it will spit out something. I mean, it really does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I also like. It's also they're going to be able to recreate your voice, so we'll be scamming people with dementia, Alzheimer's, old
Oh,
people are going to
that
lose a
is
lot of money.
huge. That
Yeah.
is huge.
Yeah.
That is huge. Okay, switching gears before I let you go and enjoy your bachelordom, actually, your self given bachelordom for the next few weeks. No, days. You have days
No,
left in this, right?
I have 2 days left. I don't know. Yeah,
2 days. Okay.
I'm either flying Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay. Okay. You got two kids' birthday parties coming up. It's a lot of birthday parties.
I
I
know.
mean, are you doing birthday parties? Do you guys, is it their
Yeah,
idea that you're,
my wife is super planny McBee. I just totally figured out why. Oh, never mind. Um, I just figured out why that mic is not working. Anyways, I think it was pointed the wrong way. Is there a right way? Is there a wrong way? I don't know.
probably?
Anyways, my wife is really very good at this stuff. Like, she designs games for a living, so she makes like specific games for the kids and like all these stuff. She did an awesome job. Like, she does these amazing parties, and I just sort of go, yeah, I'll take credit. No, I don't say any of that. She does this awesome job at like planning it and making it fun, and it's a lot of fun. She's
So
really great at it.
she's self-creating an entire party. You're not just going to renting a space or I don't know, going
No,
to a
we did
thing.
for his third. We rented a space, and it was this Jamboree, which is like kind of a
Yeah, yeah.
chain, which is kind of like they lost their location and now it's not the same, so it sucks. But where they can play around, but she designed games for them. So like you ring this bell, and it was like during the Halloween time because like Eli's born right before Halloween, so it's a Halloween theme. So if you do this, you get this treat and this costume and this, and then we'd had a party for him going away from the school where we invited all the kids, and she had like a specific bingo game with all their pictures and this and that and
No.
the other. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, this is amazing. I want to hire your wife.
I told her she should do that. Like, she's in the space of like creative. It's a new like sort of offshoot of this game company, but she's now like in this creative space, and it's like really cool what she's doing.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh my God. What a bonus to have. Because
Yeah.
these children's parties can become, especially in this city, just exhausting.
Yeah, I mean, it's something to do for the weekend,
Yeah.
but then they put them outdoors. You're like, you are taking a huge risk with that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, exactly. We've done that in the fall. And,
Wow.
yeah, we had do a backup where we rented a bar at 11 AM
Shut.
and threw a bunch
Oh,
of two-year-olds there. So,
oh, great.
yeah, it's perfect. Very New York. Um,
Shot, 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 shot.
Trust me, at one point, I think an hour into the party, which it was only going to be 90 minutes long, a parent did come up to me and goes, so can we order a drink here? I was like, everyone's just waiting for, and then I said, sure. And then all the parents just like, I'll have another one. Like, just, they all got loaded in the last 30 minutes of this party. Yeah. Once the clown showed up. Rich, thank you, by the way, for allowing me to infiltrate your life when you have time off from your kids. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and if you want to tell your listeners, if you want to follow me or watch my silly videos, you can go to Rich is Funny on all platforms. Um, I'm not sure where I'm going to put my special, probably YouTube because it's the easiest
Yeah,
platform for everyone to have access to. But Rich is Funny. It's one word. There's no spaces. Rich
there are no
is Funny.
spaces.
On
Guys, if
Instagram,
you get stand up, you get sketch, you get commentary, and you get dancing. I follow him, and it is a joy. It is a joy and a delight. So go see him live too at the Cellar, but you go on the road as well.
yeah, my schedules, I update my schedule. I'm not working a lot of road, but I
Yeah,
am
it's too
working a
hard.
little bit. It's, I mean, the money's got to be right. The gig has got to be right. I want it to be boom, boom. But yeah, I did something really fun. I was open for a brewer in a theater, and I wore the
Oh,
outfit, and I ran through.
oh,
I was getting them up and excited and roasting them. So for like 10 minutes, I would roast them running through the crowd. It's great. It's fun.
oh
It's
my
so
God. So
different.
you combined it. You combined it. You actually combined the hosting skill with the dancing and put it all together in a theater space.
Yeah, I figured out that. Yeah, it's pretty wild. But Brewer's
Uh,
the one who kind of was like, "This is what you should like. Let's do this," and then and he's into it, and I'm into it, so it is really fun.
that's awesome. That's
Yeah,
awesome. Oh, well,
yeah.
thank you so much, Rich. And I'll see you soon at the club.